try and lose some weight because I thought my weight had something to do with my period. Obviously, I'm right and the doctor's wrong. Hey. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just gonna talk about my experiences on my diet as it relates to my period, because I'm a person who suffers from severely painful periods from time to time. I started this diet back in May 2019, this year, and prior to that I had really bad periods. I mean, I've had bad periods my entire childhood, most of my adult life, and you know, I've been given birth controls. I've changed my diet before. I've tried multiple things just to regulate my period and nothing actually helped. There's been times when it seems like I've been on my period for months at a time, like for an entire month, and I have 1 week break in between. Like, always doesn't need to have all my money, okay? So for me, I was looking for something that would help in the long run when it came to my health. You know, not only did I want to lose weight, but I was also looking for something to regulate my period, to help with fibroids, to help with a number of issues. At least I think it should help, you know what I mean? My periods this year, January was fine, completely fine, normal period, everything was fine. February was the month that I had the worst period ever in life. And I mean, it could be a number of issues, but that kind of made me say, hey, you need to check yourself out, because I mean, I was experiencing pain that I've never felt, and a bunch of other issues came up, so I had to go check myself out to see what was the problem. So I made the decision that in May I was gonna try and lose some weight, because I thought my weight had something to do with my period. Obviously, I'm right and the doctor's wrong. I went on a diet, okay? And my first month, okay, so there's this thing called Shark Week. Not the TV show, okay? So, Shark Week, okay? So apparently, my friend was telling me, I didn't read this, okay? You guys have to understand that I kind of went in, not that I went into the diet blindly. I used what my friend said and I read up on it, but I didn't see anything about Shark Week. So she was telling me, she was like, you know, they said that, you know, your first month on your period, it seems like you're going to be bleeding forever and ever and ever. Listen, okay? My first month on keto, which was May to June, I felt like I was on my period for 5 years, okay? It really felt like flowing, okay? It was flowing. You might be grossed out by this. It's not for you. If you have a period, this is for you, okay? But it was flowing so much, it was kind of like, I've never experienced such a heavy period. I mean, I have, but not like this. This was just like, whoo, like a waterfall, you know? So I was just like, oh my gosh, am I dying? Like, what's happening here? So I read that, you know, after the first month or two, your period starts to regulate. Now for me, the first month I experienced Shark Week, absolutely. When the second or third month came around now, it was kind of like, okay. Before, I used to get cramps, bad cramps. In my teenage years, I had bad cramps. Then it stabilized for a bit. Then no cramps, right? And then after my surgery, cramps all the time. I don't know why. So after my first Shark Week, I had cramps, severe cramps. Now, what I noticed for me now, although I'm a migraine sufferer, my periods come with migraines. I don't know if this is because I'm on the diet, but like I said, I do suffer from migraines. So now I'm sitting down. I always know when my period coming. I don't need a period tracker anymore because I know when my period's coming. You know why? 2 days before, my head hurts. Before my diet, I used to bloat like a lot, and I used to have these massive cravings and all that stuff. Now, because my diet is restricted, I don't have these cravings anymore. I might crave something sweet, so I'll eat a strawberry or something like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you have to understand, my body is adjusting to all these things that are happening to it. Okay? I get a migraine, that's the first trigger. The second trigger for me that I've noticed 100% now is that my face breaks out. Now that could just be hormonal, but my hormones, to me, not scientifically proven, my hormones have regulated enough. I'm telling you, I have hormonal issues. They're all over the place, up and down the map. You know what I mean? So for me, I found that they regulated because all these different issues that I was having before, you know, bad cramps, the migraines, right? They went away the first month after Shark Week. I've seen an improvement in my period when it came to me being on a diet, because every month is different. That is what I'm gonna say, because I've said that before. Every period month is 100% different. Because every month is different, I tend to keep track of what my body is doing, how it's doing it at the time that it's doing it. And I do know that the first month, like I said, I had a Shark Week. It was bad. Like, I wanted to quit the diet. I really did. So then after that, it was just more of maintaining. I mean, to be honest with you, I had periods on this diet that I didn't even know I was having a period. Even though you know you have a period and it's coming, it's kind of like my period just came and left, and it was like, oh, that was easy. That was quick and easy, like, you know. But prior to the diet, I had bad cramps, severe cramps, like I said. So now, after the diet, I no longer have cramps. What I do get are severe migraines. Even though I do suffer from migraines, I find that right before my period starts, like my period came the other day, and when I tell you I had a migraine from hell, this migraine came, like I felt it coming on. It started as a headache and it came, and I'm just like, ooh, my head, child. And then the next morning I woke up, boom, my period came. And I'm just like, can I get another warning that you're coming? Maybe turn my hair gray. I can't sit here and tell you that my period changed this way or that way. I just seen different signs that are different. I have less cramps. I have less clotting. My days are the same length. So I don't know what your body's gonna do, but for me, my day length never changed. It just changed in terms of how heavy my first day is versus my last day, because sometimes my first day is light and my last day is heavy, or my first day is heavy and my last day is light. It really just depends on the month, which means it also depends on what I eat throughout the month. Found that it was easier being on my period while on this diet. Now, my fear is if I ever decide to get off of this diet, I don't know what my period is going to be like. That is my 100% fear, because I did this to help my health, obviously. I mean, all diets work. You just have to be disciplined enough. But I don't know if I'm going to have a negative reaction once I try to transition, because I'm actually happy with the way my periods are. I just don't like the migraines. I really don't. But that could be too that I need to take some multivitamins and stuff. I'm notorious for not taking. I am so bad. I'm really bad. I'm not taking vitamins. My mom and my friend are always yelling at me like I'm super bad. My journey has not been bad on the diet, health-wise. I plan on going to the doctor to do blood work to see what all my levels look like and what I need to increase and stuff like that. But in regards to my period, I'm happy with my periods now versus before I started. You're talking about an adult female where even if you have a boyfriend, what sex? I'm so miserable all the time that I don't want to be around anyone. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I've had friends, like, people walked out of my life because they thought I was being miserable and being negative and stuff like that. But to me, your body goes through changes when you're on your period. I don't care if someone's, listen, don't tell me there's no such thing as PMS, okay? I'm PMSing right now. For me, I personally go through changes with my body, you know. I get bloated. I retain water. I swell up. Like, my face, oh God. Listen, my face swells. My eyes are super puffy. Even though I naturally have bags under my eye, my eyes get super, super puffy. My skin gets tight. You know what I mean? These are things that happen when I'm on my period. So for me, the one thing that I noticed so far from being on a diet, I don't get as bloated. I do get bloated, but not as much. Before, my belly used to be like... Now, it's kind of like it's inside, but it's not all the way out. Like, I don't look like Santa Claus anymore. Now I just look like his helper. I think so far, the diet has had a positive effect on my period. On my period, on my body, on my life in general. You know what I mean? The hard part is coming off of the diet. I think that's going to be a challenge for me. So I'm just worried about transitioning, meaning when I start to introduce carb-filled foods, how long is that going to take for me to transition? What's my body going to, how is my body going to react? How is my period going to be? How is my face going to be? How is my hair going to be? Listen, my hair is flourishing and my skin is glowing. I am not about this life. I'm not trying to give up this life, okay? I don't know how long I'm going to be on keto, but for right now, I'm okay. I just need to plan and stay disciplined whether I'm on it or not, because I can't afford to go back to where I was, because where I was not healthy. I get people asking me about the diet. To me, to be honest, it is not a bad diet to be on, but it's also not a diet that you jump in and out of. You know what I mean? If you're disciplined and you want to do it, let's say you want to do it for 3 months, you do it for 3 months, but you transition. You don't just do the diet today, lose 50 pounds, and then boom, I'm going to eat a potato tomorrow. No. You eat that potato, another 3 months from now, you weigh 10 times more than what you weighed. I'm trying to not let that be an obsession for me, but it's really hard when you think about it. You eliminated almost everything out of your diet. I've eliminated things that I love, okay? Now, I want to put it back in. It's like, if I eat pineapples, come on, guys. If I eat a slice of pineapple, am I going to weigh like 500 pounds now? Is my period going to be worse? This is what I will say. You know, I didn't even think about it earlier until now. The fact that I don't have the refined sugar in my body, my period pain is good, because that was a trigger for me. That was a trigger for me for my migraines, and it's also a trigger for me for my periods. It makes my periods a lot worse. So I don't have that sugar in me, but I also know that pain is triggered by a lot of different things, the environment, the water, whatever, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm drinking tea right now with no sugar, no sweeteners, because the sweeteners stalled my my weight loss process, and I would much rather just do without it. I've become accustomed right now to not eating anything that's sweet, and if it's sweet, it's just naturally sweet, like a strawberry is naturally sweet. I'm just sharing my experience so far. I mean, things happen daily, my body changes, and I'm just trying to, you know, navigate this life thing just like everybody else. I don't have it figured out. I probably haven't been doing the diet right. I've been doing it wrong. You never know. Like, you know what I mean? I've just been doing my best, and that works for me. I can't tell you to eat this or to do that and you'll lose X amount of weight. Your body is different. You might lose more weight than I did on your first month. Like, you get what I'm saying? You might lose less. Who knows? I just think that, you know, if it's something that you want to do your research, figure it out, and make it work for you. This diet, any other diet, even if you want to eat better, but be disciplined. You know, don't be the, yeah, I'm not supposed to be eating this, but you know what, I'll just have a little bite. No. I'm just going to be documenting my experiences with keto, the good and the bad, because, you know, some people tend to only show the good, but whatever happens, the downsides, the upsides, I'm going to be documenting it, because this is my very first diet as an adult. And I find that I've had challenges with this. I've never cheated on the diet, but it's been a process. You know what I mean? Because you have to figure out what your body likes to eat. You have to figure out what you like. You have to be creative when it comes to food. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing tastes the same. You can't replace bread with keto bread. But for me, I liked the one that I made, but it might not be for you. Like, you know what I mean? So this is a place where you have to figure out what works for you, what you like to eat, and what you want to do. And that's all I'm trying to do. So if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share.